What is going on, you guys? My name is Rage and we are back today with another video for you all. In today's video, we're going to be talking about one of the newest events right now coming to Marvel Strike Force. It's going to be less than 24 hours now. We're at the Winter Storm warning here. You bet there's going to be an event featuring Red Winter here in terms of being able to provide us the opportunity to obtain Red Guardian shards through the usage of Deep Freeze orbs. Additionally, there's going to be lots of gear and there's going to be some new milestones. So in today's video, we're just going to talk about some of the few new milestones coming to the game, as well as just outline some tips and tricks so as to help you guys out in terms of your overall farming and progression once Red Guardian's officially in the game to be attained. So if you guys hit the events here, you can get a really good overview actually just by scrolling to the right with the Red Winter event here and hitting the little eye here in the top right. This is generally a great area just to gain insight information, especially with upcoming event. And as you can see, it's going to start in about 20 hours. So it will be, by the time this video is out, it will be the same day as today. So you guys can get additional insight just being prepared and being ready. But you can see here that these Deep Freeze orb fragments are going to be obtained just by playing the game, really. Earning gold, gear, and shards just by going through and actually utilizing these milestones down here. So there's going to be 3 here that I've noted here. It's Red Alert milestone, the Crimson Affair, and as well as Red Winter. And put simply, you guys, one of them is just essentially playing the game through getting wins through both Blitz and Arena. And it's nice here because in Arena, it doesn't necessarily need to be a win. You can actually attempt it and still generate points. So this is going to be really similar. If you guys have been in the game since the Anti-Venom Symbiote event, it's going to be very similar to that event where essentially there should be daily milestones that we're going to try and achieve and max out every day. And that'll ensure that you can increase your overall shards earned. And additionally, ensuring that you get as much fragments as you can to open those Deep Freeze orbs. With that being said, there's also going to be another milestone here called the Crimson Affair, where you can actually just team up with your alliance in terms of being able to complete the raids. And you're also going to be able to gain rewards through there. So it's nice with that one as well because in the last event with Anti-Venom, this is also a win or lose. So it's great for the newer players that you may not be able to get far into the raids. Maybe there's a specific node that you're stuck on, but just know that even attempting it and purposely losing, you'll still generate points. And I'll show you where you can see that as well later on in this video. But last but not least, it's just opening the Deep Freeze orbs here for the Red Winter milestone, and that's also going to allow you the opportunity to generate the fragments and then character shards. So with that being said, you guys, how you can actually see the milestones is you can hit preview here, and it'll take you straight to the milestone selection. And you can already get a good sneak peek right here. So we talked about the Deep Freeze orbs right here with the Red Winter. You just hit preview, and as you can see, you hit the scoring on the left here. Essentially, each Deep Freeze orb is going to give us 600 points. So you can already kind of determine how many orbs you're going to need when you scroll to the bottom right here, and you divide by 600, and that's how many orbs you're going to need to obtain all these shards. But it's really, really nice, you guys. Overall, I've found from these events, many players are able to generally be able to land at least a 3 yellow star, potentially 4. And if you guys go hard enough, there's also an opportunity, obviously, that potential to get the 5 yellow stars. So really try to go as hard as you can for this event because as I outlined in one of my earlier videos, Red Guardian's actually really good. You know, he's got a great kit. He's going to be the core with Yelena on the skill military group. But overall, he's just a really great character, being a really, I can argue that he could be one of the strongest tanks in the game just because he has a cleanse, he has a taunt ability, and he additionally also has a heal. So that's really, really nice to have, especially available so easily through just playing the game through these milestones. So definitely take advantage if you guys can. With the Crimson Affair milestone here, you guys, this is one where you're essentially going to be able to generate points, as I mentioned earlier, playing with your lines in raid. So when you hit scoring here, essentially win or losing a raid will allow you to be able to actually generate 7 points, and especially if it's the seasoned characters. So you need to be mindful of which characters are seasoned because obviously if you guys can max out 5 seasoned characters in attempting to win or lose, you're going to be able to triple your points here. As you can see, with a regular character, it's going to be 2 points, but with a seasoned, it's going to be triple the points at 7. So definitely you want to maximize that. unfortunately, one of the milestones is missing here based on my description here when I was talking to you guys about the 3 events, and that is actually the red alert milestone here, where essentially you get points for playing in Blitz and Arena. So hopefully more information comes out by tomorrow, and that way you can get a sense. But if it's going to be consistent with the previous events, essentially what's going to help you guys is really just being able to rack up points. And what I mean by that is really just getting wins. So it's not going to be about getting Blitz points in general. It's really just going to be about being able to get wins. So right now you see that I am currently in the multiplier 4x here, just to be able to get points for the Call Obsidian Blitz event. But for these events, especially with Red Guardian, being able to generate those fragments from just getting wins and Blitz, I'm likely going to be sitting around the 3.5, 3.7, maybe even 3.8 multiplier, just so that way I'm just going to be focused on getting wins and not so much focused on staying in a multiplier range, because of the fact that obviously you want to capitalize on the wins to be able to generate as much fragments and points as you can towards that milestone, and that's going to ultimately get you more shards. So hopefully that's a really good overview for you guys. There's going to be 3 new milestones. And with that being said, let's also dive in just briefly for the season characters. So I've already filtered here the season roster, but really you want to be using these guys as much as you can, especially in Arena, Blitz, and Raid, because that's really how you're going to generate as much points. And keep in mind, you guys, I'll say this one more time, for the Arena as well as the Raids, those ones, you don't need to win. So you can just attempt it, and you should be able to maximize your points, and that way you can get your daily milestone for it each day. We'll get more information once it releases, but if that's consistent with the anti-venom here, it should be really generous in shards. So as you can see, my anti-venom, I got him in the last event, and I was actually able to secure a 5 yellow star with him, and then I just got lucky with the red star orbs as well. So definitely as a free-to-play player, it's 100% feasible to achieve a 4 yellow or potentially even 5 if you guys are able to maximize the milestones. So I do like how free-to-play friendly it is. Just make sure you guys are reading and understanding how those milestones are achieved, and obviously those deep freeze orbs also have an RNG factor in terms of potentially getting more shards than you expected, right? So with that being said here, taking a look at the season roster, the characters I would recommend if you guys do have an opportunity. Obviously, your highest characters will be recommended in all the game modes, especially if you're blitzing. But again, make sure you find a comfortable multiplier range in Blitz, so that way you can ensure you're getting lots of wins. But you can see with Anti-Venom, Symbiote Spider-Man, Carnage, they can easily just form a part of a team already with your Symbiote team. So I'm likely going to use these guys in my arena, mixed in with Emma Frost. And it's nice because this is a really good mixture. You know, Thor's really powerful here with his Asgardian, so you can match him up with his team. You get pieces of the Black Order here as well. Proxima Midnight here, Call Obsidians here. And you can use those guys as part of the Black Order. You don't have to necessarily break it out into separate teams, but just get a good sense of which season characters you can utilize here. I also see that some Avengers are here, so a Black Widow, Captain America, Thor combination. There's Defenders with the Iron Fist, Luke Cage, and Jessica Jones, so you're gonna get some value there. And also pieces of the Guardians here that I see, you know, with Drax, Groot here. So definitely some viable options here, but I normally wouldn't recommend just making a custom team. You're better off just keeping your teams together to have that synergy in Blitz, especially with that one maximizing wins. But as for the arena and rating, you can probably formulate some combinations just to ensure they have sustainability. And what I recommend as well is if there's just a node that you can't get past in your alliance raid, you know, at the end of the day, it's more important for you guys to achieve those milestones. Just let your alliance leader and them know, communicate that, because at the end of the day, you know, it should be a group event in terms of maximizing as much shards. And I know for the higher end alliances, they may not have that option, but hopefully your alliance, just make sure you communicate with them in terms of lowering expectations, because at the end of the day, this is a one-time event, and these events, in my opinion, are more important than getting as far as you can in your alliance raid. Just because Red Guardian, as good as he is right now, and the fact that he's coming to this game and it's available via event like this, it's gonna be very, very nice. You can see here, just look how much the shards come in groups of 2 here. So definitely lots of shards for us to, as free-to-play players, to obtain, and as well as some really generous Dark Dimension 4 materials here and preparation for Dark Dimension 3. So it's going to be great if you guys can maximize these milestones. So that's my overview right there. So for you newer players out there, I hope you guys gain some insight from this video. For you experienced players, this is just a good reminder, right? So let's be prepared, but obviously take advantage and maximize as much as you can, because obviously with these one-time events, it's always great to get as many fragments and shards as we can. So as always, you guys, thank you for watching my video, and I'll see you in the next one.